Wubba lubba dub dub motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I, everyone's favorite jack of all trades with the foul mouth, and welcome to part 1 of my TUGS production model build of Hercules, Captain Star's mighty ocean-going tug. And in this video we're going to be doing part 1, which is going to be the hull, or I should say the structure of the hull. And before I show you what I've already built, I just want to give a big shout out to all of you guys for watching. Thank you fucking so much for watching. And a really big special shout out once again to Master of the Lemon for actually getting me inspired to fucking build this, to build the man himself. So let's fucking jump right on in, my dears, and let's see what the hell we've got going on, sweethearts. I wanted to do that, because, Hercules, the way he talks. And holy fucking shit. We have a hull. Well, we have almost a whole hull. And ignore the other stuff. Ignore all this other shit on there right now. I will be having a separate video about all these extra bits and shit. I just had them on there to figure it out. As you can see, the hull of Hercules is fucking huge. Absolutely fucking massive. And it is actually... So what I did is I looked up online how big Hercules was, and at his widest point he is 9 inches wide, and from here to the very end there he's 39 inches long. And what I did is I made 2 pieces, and they were exactly identical at first. This upper deck, his main deck piece, and I made another piece just like that, and I stuck it on the bottom. And the next thing I did before I glued this fucking deck piece down, I added these internal supports. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I stuck those all on the bottom of the tug, on the bottom keel of Hercules, the keel, because it's a flat bottom model. And because it was so long, I had to use 2 sections for 1 piece. And yes, I did clean it up and make it all look smooth, but I used stiffeners for the upper deck piece and the lower piece. And by the way, you can tell this is made from a fucking Chewy box. So yeah, this is what a box that my mom's dog's food came in. So fucking yeah. And then after I did that, I actually took pieces of cardboard and made center line support that runs all the way down to the very end of Hercules. And then inside I also put pieces of cardboard in as stiffeners to hold the deck down onto these bulkheads to really give everything just a real nice rigid fucking structure to it. Really nice and fucking hard. Like me when I wake up in the morning with a big fucking hard morning wood. So, and of course, after I had put everything together, the way that the back end was shaped was wrong, because it just came down from here to here. And if you know, Hercules, in this drawing like I did, he has a curved stern with like this backsplasher and stuff. So I had to figure out how to shape that. So this is what I did. I made a rigid bulkhead piece that's the similar shape to that. And this little raised area here, this is actually the poop deck, which you can see here, stepped up stern. That would be Hercules' poop deck. And there would be part of the bulwark, part of his hull, the bulwark that come around, wrap around this, around here, and go around and come out to here. And of course his hub would come down this way and mold. Because as you can see, the lines and stuff, this upper line would actually be up a little bit further up here. And right where this big piece, this cardboard would be at, this is right where this would be at. And of course it'll come down fucking there. So I had to shape the lower portion of the hull to match up with that. So I'll put it on its side. There's the bottom. That's the fucking bottom of the hull, shaped out accordingly to that. And finally, in the very nose, I did put another piece of cardboard as a rigid part, but I made this one go up slightly higher because Hercules' bow flares, it curves upward just slightly. If you've looked at it in the pictures, see, it curves up slightly. And this part here is actually his keel. That is his keel. And it comes all the way up to here. Because if you see, because then right here is where the top of his hull would be at, the skin of it, and it would come down like this and go along the sides until it wraps around and comes back around on the fucking other side here. But then there's an opening right there shortly abaft this area right here. There's going to be an opening here and another fucking opening over here. So as you can see, I strengthened the bow as well. So overall, the hull itself so far of it has actually fucking taken me roughly, I don't know, probably about 2 to 3 days. Like I said, I still have to work out some kinks and some bugs and shit in it. And I still have to add, the hull plating, the sides of the hull. And of course these details, the white stripping along the sides. And of course when I put on the hull plating side, I'm going to have to add in a thick piece of cardboard on the inside all the way around to run my white handrail all the way around him, because there was a bulwark about yay high. Because this deck house actually goes down, the deck would be right here, and the deck house would go down. Because see these little things here, and these shit here, all this shit here, is actually these things, the bits and the tiles and shit, which I will explain more in detail how I made all this shit as I get to that, because there will be a separate video on how I made all the deck equipment. But I just tacked it down because it's not glued all the way down to the ship, but how I made all these deck equipment, like the cranes and the hydrants and other shit. So there you go, guys. I told you I was going to build Hercules, and there he is, at least the start of him. So what do you guys fucking think about him so far? Do you think it's shitty? Do you think it's good? I don't fucking know. I think it looks great. But if you guys have any questions or comments about the build and shit so far, let me know. And if there's anything else I can tell you all about, I fucking will. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until the next video, which will be concentrating on this deck house here on Hercules. Just let the seas be clear, let the skies be clear and the ocean waves be gentle for you, and just be yourselves, my dears. And until next time, sweethearts, I'll catch y'all later. So, as for the haters, fuck the haters. This is Commodore Urban saying God bless all of y'all, and just be yourselves. So long, guys, and take care.